Your jobs are earth-moving, home-improving, money-making, groundbreaking. You work hard. You're bombarded with priorities, equipment maintenance, planning, transportation, and getting the job done right. But anytime you break new ground, your most important priority should be getting the job done safely. This video is designed to make you aware of key areas that can help you do just that. But it's only a part of the safety picture. So be sure to read and understand the operator's manual and use safe practices every day you're on the job. A safe job begins before you ever leave for the job site. First, with attachments fully lowered, the parking brake set, and the engine off, inspect the tires for punctures and cuts. Look over the hydraulic hoses and connections. Check for leaks, damage, and excessive wear. Check all fluid levels and top off any that need it. Check the digging chain for loose bolts and tooth wear. Also check for correct tension because it's easier to adjust it in the shop than in the field. Make sure the personnel restraint bar is in place. Decals help alert you and others to potential dangers and tell you how to operate equipment correctly and safely. Be sure they're always in place and legible. Finally, check the components that are there to protect you, like the ROPs and all guards and shields. Check that your start interlock switches are working correctly. If not, repair them before you go to the field. Then, with the engine running, use a piece of cardboard, not your hand, to check for hydraulic leaks now that the system is pressurized. Check all the controls to make sure they work properly. And make sure you know how to stop the machine in an emergency. Accidents can happen not only on the job, but also on your way to and from the job. It's your responsibility as an operator to make sure your equipment is transported safely. Before you ever get started, be sure that your towing vehicle and trailer are compatible and that they have the capacity to carry the load. If you're not sure, check the trailer manufacturer's load rating specifications. Hitch the trailer to the towing vehicle correctly and always use safety chains and breakaway devices to complete the hookup. Check to make sure that all electrical connections are made so that electric brakes and lights work properly. Only once the hookup is complete should you load the equipment onto the trailer. With personnel clear of the loading area, put the equipment in the lowest gear or speed range. With the engine at low idle speed, drive the unit onto the trailer until it reaches a position that ensures proper weight distribution. Now, lower unstowed attachments to the trailer bed, set the parking brake, and turn off the ignition and remove the key. Always use tie-downs with binders and attach chains to the tractor and attachments. Understanding your equipment and its safety requirements is only part of your responsibility. You also have to understand your job site and any potential hazards it might present. So always review blueprints and other plans. Check for information about existing or planned structures or other work that might be going on at the same time. If you're working near a road or other traffic area, always follow local safety regulations. At least 2 days before any excavation is started, call your Area 1 call service and have existing lines located and marked. Also call any utilities that don't subscribe to One Call and inspect the job site for signs of underground hazards, like buried utility notices, gas or water meters, and junction or drop boxes. Finally, have an experienced locating operator sweep the area 20 feet on each side of the trench path and verify previously marked lines. You've prepared your equipment and your job site. Now prepare yourself. Wear appropriate clothing and remove jewelry, which could get caught in the machine's moving parts. Always wear personal protective equipment, like hard hat, safety glasses, and gloves. And always wear your seatbelt. If you're working on a slope, there are specific precautions you should take to protect against the chance of a rollover. When operating a pedestrian unit, keep the attachment as low to the ground as possible, and always operate on the uphill side of the unit, so if it does tip, it won't roll in your direction. On riding units, drive up or down a slope whenever possible, and keep all unstowed attachments low for a low center of gravity. If you have to drive across a slope, swing attachments to the uphill side to help maintain balance. Whenever the machine is working, be aware of the danger zone. The area at least 6 feet from the maximum reach of any part of the machine, including the digging boom and the full swing of the backhoe. No one except the operator should ever get within 6 feet of working equipment. Clothing, tools, and even hands and feet can get caught in the digging chain. The sides of trenches can cave in suddenly, and rocks and other objects can be thrown by a moving digging chain. Always observe the danger zone around working equipment, and stay away until the machine is completely shut down. Underground construction equipment today has more built-in safety features than ever before. But the most important component for safe operation on any job site is still you, the equipment operator. It's your responsibility to know what to do and to make sure the equipment is ready to go to work, to safely load and transport the equipment, to thoroughly check out the area you'll be working in and avoid potential hazards, to work safely on slopes and side hills, and to keep other members of the crew out of the danger zone. Your jobs are important, so move the earth, improve the neighborhood, build the city, and do it safely.